Let me start with a simple but important message. Agentic AI is not coming. It is already entering the enterprise. And the real question for executives is no longer, should we experiment with AI? The real question is AI operating inside our business by design or by accident? Welcome to the Rewired C-Suite. This channel is for executives, CIOs, CTOs, CDOs, CEOs, transformation leaders, and board-level decision makers who want to understand how technology is reshaping leadership, operating models, and enterprise value. Today I want to talk about one of the most important shifts in business technology, Agentic AI. For many leaders, AI still means a tool that answers questions. You ask something, it responds. You use the answer. That is generative AI. But agentic AI is different. An AI agent does not only answer, it can act. It can be given a goal, access systems, analyze information, trigger workflows, draft recommendations, and support decisions. That changes the leadership conversation completely. Because when AI moves from answering to acting, governance becomes critical. Imagine an AI agent connected to your CRM, ERP, procurement system, cloud environment, or customer service platform. It may update records, initiate workflows, recommend purchases, change configurations, or route decisions. That can create enormous value, but it can also create risk. A mistake is no longer just a wrong answer in a chat window. A mistake can become an action inside your business process. This is why agentic AI is not only a technology topic, it is a leadership topic. It is a governance topic, it is an operating model topic, and it is a trust topic. There are three things every executive should understand. First, AI agents can act on behalf of the organization. That means every agent needs clear boundaries. What can it access? What can it change? What decisions can it support? And what decisions must remain with humans? Second, the risk is systemic. In an agentic environment, one wrong action can trigger consequences across finance, operations, compliance, customer communication, and reporting. Third, you cannot govern what you cannot see. Many organizations do not yet know which agents are running, what data they access, or who is accountable for their outputs. That is a governance gap. And in the AI era, governance gaps become business risks. So, what should leaders do? First, know your agent surface. Create an inventory of all AI agents in your organization. For each agent, define access, actions, ownership, and accountability. Second, redesign your risk taxonomy. Agentic AI creates new operational risks: authorization risk, hallucination, inaction risk, and cascade failure risk. These risks belong on the executive agenda. Third, design human oversight intentionally. Do not assume humans will naturally stay in the loop. Leaders must define which decisions require human approval, which can be reviewed afterwards, and which can be fully delegated. Fourth, treat data as agent fuel. AI agents depend on the data they can access. If the data is fragmented, outdated, inconsistent, or poorly governed, the agent may act on a weak foundation. In the past, poor data created poor reports. In the agentic era, poor data can create poor decisions at machine speed. Fifth, lead the narrative. Your people will ask questions. Will AI replace my role? Who is accountable for AI decisions? Can I trust the system? What does this mean for the future of work? If leaders do not explain the organization's AI philosophy, others will fill the silence with fear and speculation. This is what I call the Rewired C-Suite. The rewired executive does not need to understand every technical detail, but they must ask better questions. They must insist on governance before scale. They must make accountability explicit. They must connect AI strategy with operating model, risk, data, architecture, culture, and value creation. Because technology creates options, but organizations create outcomes. Agentic AI will not automatically make companies better. It will amplify the organization it is placed into. If the operating model is clear, AI can multiply value. If ownership is unclear, data is weak, and governance is missing, AI can multiply confusion. That is why the future belongs not to the fastest adopters, but to the most deliberate leaders. This has been the Rewired C-Suite. If this topic is relevant to your leadership agenda, Subscribe to the channel, share this video with a fellow executive, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Because in the age of AI, moving faster is not enough. Leadership changes everything.